So if you dig into the app, bit of scrolling, you start to find these options where you can have points, and very obviously labelled, which is great, and it tells you the details of the point earning opportunity and so on, as per the rewards section of the app. And you can add that to your cart, and I want to add a lot because I'm going to get some points, which is great. And I suppose, though, the issue remains that the gamification of this isn't optimized. I think that also for the customer's perspective, to not be able to have a lot of visibility over what I can earn points on is not great. And I think that, as I said, the Qantas Wine app does that brilliantly. It really leverages that capability. So now that we have gone through the features and functionality of the system, or some of the main stuff, let's go to our checkout here. Now I've selected to some certain things, but what it does based on what you've selected for your delivery or pickup is what things are unavailable. So there's no choice but to provide that information at this stage. It obviously becomes a bit of a pain. There is an option with this to select alternative products, which is great. And you get a little reminder, in this case for the kiddies, about other things that you might want to add. And that's very simple and easy to do. And then you can continue to the checkout. Here you can see that I've selected pickup because I wanted to reset that. And next we're going to look at what happens when we select delivery. So we're going to select delivery, and we get a whole bunch of different options, which is excellent. As you can see, because of the variable nature of this, I can have a green delivery in the middle of the night. It tells me products may spoil if left too long, good to know in Sydney. I can ask my order to be left unattended, leave a note, and which is fantastic. And then we're going to go on to the review. We can see that some items are not available anymore, so we can remove them, which is a pain. And then you can see here the option, you can substitute out stock, which is really handy. Moving on to continuing, you can place your order and it saves your credit card, which is great, and highly convenient aspect. It's all very simple and seamless checkout process. One other excellent thing about the checkout, which is not available on some other systems, is that I can go back through the steps really easily if I need to, which is fantastic. One thing I haven't covered in this video, which I wasn't able to emulate for this demonstration, if you look at the top right, you see it says there's 50 products, but there's actually 50 products, but there is multiples of some of those items, okay? And when I actually did a real shop on here and I ordered it and it was going to be delivered, it was only at the final step of the checkout that it said to me that because I had more than 50 items, it wasn't able to be delivered. So I suppose I had spent a lot of time invested in adding things to the cart, but when I came to the checkout, it was actually not possible to have those things delivered. So I think having a notification when you reach those thresholds in advance would be really, really handy for using this system. Well, that concludes the run through of the Woolies app and what I think are the most important pros and cons of the features and functionality that are offered, what's good about them, what's bad about them. There are some other features that I haven't covered, like lists, for example. You've got suggested items like winter seasonal fruit and veg, which you might be able to save a bit of money by getting stuff which is in season. You've got product sections and specials, which is handy. But I think I've covered the things that I think make this app really great, with a few suggestions on improvements. If you'd like to learn more about what's going on in the e-commerce space, please follow us on our social channels, or you can follow me on LinkedIn as well. And I look forward to hearing your feedback. Thanks, everyone.